to be with you today. And as you'll be able to tell very quickly from my speech, I'm not from here. But I'm glad to be here, and I appreciate Pastor Lumen's allowed me to take a few moments this morning and share a few things with you. As the new director of Drive-In now a year or so, the headquarters moved from St. Pete, Florida to Alabama, where I live, and we're establishing a new place there. And a few things are changing. You that might remember Drive-In many years ago would remember probably a much larger vehicle than what you see outside. And yet we're adapting with times and needs. Just the Lord is blessing. We have about 4 of these types of vans now that we can just loan to churches and ministries for periods of time. They're very easy to use and very effective, and we praise the Lord for that. I tell you, we had a good time last night. And I want to pick on Jim Morgan just for a second, because we were getting all set up and getting ready to show the movie. And I went in the van and I got my big jacket out. He said, "My winter coat." And I said, "Well, I didn't know what to expect. I wanted to be prepared." So about an hour and a half later, he was trying to take my coat away from me. I had to go. But praise the Lord that we know we had at least one person last night who came forward and trusted Christ as Savior. And we're looking forward to tonight. We don't know what the Lord's going to do, but we just want to faithfully follow Him and be faithful whatever opportunity He gives us to share the gospel through this mobile film ministry. We want to do that. A quick update for you. Now, some of you know we've been around 50-something years in North America in ministry. But about 10 years ago, the Lord began to open some doors in other countries. And that has been an exciting, fascinating adventure that the Lord has put us on. For 10 years now, the Lord's been opening these doors. Drive-In is now in 8 other countries with 15 mobile units in these countries. And we're excited about that. And the Lord is bringing hundreds and thousands of people to saving knowledge of Christ through these ministries. And I'd love to take much time and share stories with you of how this all happens. But it's a fascinating thing to see what God is doing in Ukraine, in Nigeria, in India, in Indonesia, in Peru, in Guatemala, in Mexico, and our newest area is Romania. This month, they are purchasing a brand new vehicle that will be outfitted as a mobile unit in Timisoara, Romania, with the Timisoara Bible Baptist Institute. And we're just already looking forward. In October, Lord willing, I'll be there to outfit it, get all the equipment, get everything up and running, train them to use it. And so even before the end of the year, we trust the Lord will be using that to win souls for Christ. But now the Lord has taken us to another level. We want to announce to you this morning that the Board of Directors of Drive-In in the last month has accepted an application from Jim Morgan, your own Jim Morgan, as a missionary candidate to Romania. So the Lord is now, amen. The Lord is now placing us in a position for our own missionaries to go full-time in other countries. And it's just hard to tell you how excited we are about these kind of things. To know what the Lord is doing. And I want to thank you folks. As Jim has gone through this process of feeling the tug of the Lord for peoples of other lands, and for Romania especially, and then taking a trip, and then taking another trip, and seeking to discern the Lord's will and direction for him in this way, you have supported him. You've helped him. You've prayed for him. You've encouraged him. You have been part of that process for the Lord to confirm His will in Jim's life. And any of you that are involved in missions or have people very close to you involved in missions, these are not small decisions. They affect your whole life. And perhaps from this point on. When you talk about, well, I'm going to have to sell my home, I'm going to have to sell my car, I've got to do this instead of that. All of life changes with these kinds of decisions. And you're part of that process. And the things that I have heard from Jim regarding this church family, has been nothing but full support and encouragement. And you have blessed him and continue to be a blessing. I'll tell you, I believe that the relationship between a home church, a sending church, to the missionary is a very deep and close relationship that's unlike most other relationships in the church. And missionaries need that. They need to know they have an anchor at home. They need to know they've got love at home. They need to know they have that support at home, no matter what. And as he begins this candidate process, I know that you're going to continue to support him and encourage him and help him in any way you can. So I want to thank you for that. And I want to let you know that Drive-In also is coming alongside. We want to be a help to you as well as Jim in any way we can in the partnership that the Lord is establishing between us and Jim and the ministry in Romania and anything else that God would have us to do. So I wanted to share that announcement publicly with you as his home church and his sending church before we publish the word elsewhere. And I just want to ask for your continued help and prayers and support and blessings on him. And I believe the Lord honors that in special ways. And he's going to bless Jim's ministry because of you. He's going to bless you because of your involvement with Jim in Romania. And so we have a lot to look forward to. I believe these are exciting days ahead. We've seen God open these doors in other countries, I believe, because he has caused them to be hungry for the gospel. And he has worked things politically so that missionaries can go into some of these countries that were closed for so many years. So we want to take advantage of the opportunity that God is giving us. And may God bless you as you're a part of that. And pastors, thank you again for allowing me to come and take these few minutes in your service.